So welcome back. This is lecture 29 of shares and debentures, and the section is underwriting. Okay. So we had finished 2 lectures of underwriting, and today we are going to do problems. ठीक है, हमारा lecture 29 है और हम कर रहे हैं underwriting. ठीक है, तो मैं क्विकली आपको एक 5 मिनट्स में समरी दूंगा अंडरराइटिंग का, देन विल मूव ऑन टू द प्रॉब्लम्स. ठीक है. सो अंडरराइटिंग में हमने ये देखा था कि अंडरराइटिंग की जरूरत कब पड़ती है, जब पब्लिक इश्यू होता है आपका. ठीक है, तो हमको मालूम है कि अगर 90% सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं हुआ, ठीक है, तो रिफंड करना पड़ता है पूरा अमाउंट. इफ अ पब्लिक इश्यू हैपेंस, okay, and 90% subscription is not reached, then you have to refund the entire amount. Okay, and this causes lots of loss, and also the project as planned cannot move ahead. Okay, so then you can also face many penalties and all based on your commitments which you have already given. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए इसको अवॉइड करने के लिए कंपनी जो है कुछ एजेंट्स के साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करती है. कंपनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स विद एजेंट्स कॉल्ड अंडरराइटर्स. एजेंट्स आर अंडरराइटर्स. तो इन लोगों को, ये लोग एक्सपर्ट होते हैं शेयर्स बिकाने में. ओके, so basically if my company has say 1000 shares, okay, and this, so I'll enter into a contract with these underwriters, okay, stating कि आप ये 1000 shares मेरा बिका दो. Okay, so बदले में you have to give some commission to them. Okay, so that is their main source of income, right? So, and these underwriters can have some other lower underwriters with them, under them, called sub underwriters. ठीक है, ठीक, सब अंडरराइटर्स इनके अंडर काफी कई हो सकते हैं. इससे क्या होता है कि देखिए अभी एक पब्लिक इश्यू में कितना अमाउंट इन्वॉल्व होता है, करोड़ों में होता है, राइट? सो अगर पब्लिक ने शेयर पूरा नहीं लिया, इनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेसिकली ये होता है अंडरराइटर्स का. मान लीजिए आपके 1000 शेयर्स इश्यू हुए, public has taken only 400 shares. ओके, तो इनका कमिटमेंट ये रहता है कि तो बाकी 600 शेयर है या तो हम खुद ले लेंगे या हम बिकवा देंगे. आइदर वी विल गेट इट सोल्ड, ठीक है, और फिर भी कोई नहीं मिल रहा है तो वी विल टेक इट आवरसेल्व्स. ओके, तो ये इनका कमिटमेंट बेसिकली रहता है कि जो शेयर नहीं बिका वो लेना है. अब पब्लिक इश्यू में जैसे मैंने कहा कि इट इज अ ह्यूज अमाउंट, एक बहुत बड़े अमाउंट में खेला जाता है, राइट? तो अगर नहीं लिया अगर सपोज ठीक से शेयर्स अगर मार्केट में नहीं गए, देन दे हैव टू टेक अप अ ह्यूज अमाउंट, राइट? सब एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से नहीं हो पाता. नॉर्मली अंडरराइटर्स आर आल्सो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. ओके, तो इसीलिए इनके कई सब अंडरराइटर्स रहते हैं, उनके साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रहता है, एंड दीज अंडरराइटर्स गिव कमीशन टू दीज सब अंडरराइटर्स. ठीक है, यानी अगर मेरे को अभी 600 शेयर लेना पड़ गया, ओके, 600 शेयर्स, so if I have many sub underwriters, six sub underwriters with me or 5, then I can take up 100 and the other 5 will take 105, right? So that will reduce my liability. इसीलिए इस तरह से किया जाता है. तो ये बेसिक है आपके अंडरराइटिंग का इन शॉर्ट. ओके, so all theories you can refer to the previous lecture. इसमें सब हमने डिटेल में किए हैं. ओके, we have covered all these points in detail, right? So I'm not repeating the same stuff today. Okay, so basically we have finished one lecture which was equal to 2 lectures. It was a longer lecture of 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so previous lecture is the only lecture before this. ठीक है, आज 2 lecture होंगे. Underwriting will be over today. Okay, so all these things fine. नेक्स्ट जो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कुछ टर्म्स which are important. One is firm underwriting and one is marked and unmarked applications. अब होते ये हैं कि जब Okay, when underwriting happens, ठीक है, तो कंपनी के पास बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशंस आते हैं, जैसे एप्लीकेशन 1, एप्लीकेशन 2, ठीक है, एप्लीकेशन 3, ऑल दीज आर एप्लीकेशंस विद द कंपनी इज गेटिंग. ओके, सो मार्क्ड एप्लीकेशन मींस एनी एप्लीकेशन, इसमें से जो है वो एप्लीकेशन जिसमें अंडरराइटर का नाम लिखा हुआ है, बेसिकली उस अंडरराइटर के थ्रू आप आ रहे हैं. ओके, सो बेसिक अब जो अंडरराइटर्स होते हैं वो आपका शेयर ही बिका रहे हैं, राइट? So many people will apply through the underwriter, so they will use the forms given by the underwriters. Okay, it will have stamp of the underwriter, okay, saying that this person has come through me. It's kind of the, it indicates that. Okay, so say this red mark is the stamp of one underwriter, so it will be called marked forms. Okay, and apart from this, कंपनी भी डायरेक्टली इशू कर रही है शेयर, सो इट्स पॉसिबल दैट मेनी पीपल वो नेट में या कहीं देख के डायरेक्टली अप्लाई. ओके, इट्स पॉसिबल दैट मेनी पीपल will apply directly. Okay, so in that case those applications will be called unmarked application. ठीक है, जैसे ये है. Okay, so this one here below it, these are all unmarked applications, that is they have come directly to the company. And these three are marked, that is the name of the underwriter is there, it has been submitted through the underwriters. Okay, from an application point of view ये भी application है, ठीक है, sorry, ये this is also an application, this is also an application, ठीक है, उसमें कोई वो नहीं है, but just to determine how much has come through the underwriter, बस उसी के लिए you talk about marked and unmarked applications. Okay, और table, okay, sure, I'll take a look. I don't remember which table. Okay, I'll take a look. So
Sir,
yes,
the table which showed the commission percentage on less than 5 lakh, more than 5 lakh, you said that there is something wrong. I will check it.
oh, okay, no, that is only, that was, I'll show you. Okay, so now this one here, just one last thing I want to cover, something called as firm underwriting. ठीक है, तो ये जो फर्म है ये पार्टनरशिप फर्म नहीं है, इट इज नॉट पार्टनरशिप फर्म, इट इज सिंग फर्म. मैं बोलते हैं ना दृढ़ता के साथ मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, that firmness we are talking about, firm underwriting. I am firmly saying. So what this is, ये बोलता है कि अगर suppose as we have seen, you can have one underwriter, you can have many underwriters also. Okay, so if you have, if the company has 3 underwriters, let us say ABC. Okay, then what happens if the total shares are 50,000? Then all these, and sometimes there is a clause of firm underwriting, means it's possible that this 50,000 shares, okay, for this you are getting 80,000 applications, ठीक है, आपको ओवर सब्सक्राइब हो गया. बट इवन इफ दैट हैपेंस, ये जो अंडरराइटर्स है इनको एक मिनिमम लायबिलिटी होती है कि इतने शेयर्स ये खुद लेंगे. So these many shares they will themselves take. For example, let us take an example. Say 2000 is the firm underwriting commitment. Okay, 2000 of all three. Okay, this means कि ये 50,000 shares are issued. Okay, even if it is oversubscribed, they will still have to take this up. So in the end, what will happen? The shareholding will look like this. 6,000 will be shares of these 3 underwriters. Okay, and 44,000 will be that of others. Okay, and this total will be 50,000 here. Okay, so these, why they are made to take up some shares, because then they get responsibility. Okay, so ESOP का भी फंडा वही है कि एम्प्लॉय लोगों का शेयर्स दोगे तो उनको कंपनी के प्रॉफिट में इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा. ओके, दैट ओनरशिप थिंग कम्स. ओके, so which is why to make them accountable, they are asked to take some shares. Okay, so in that case they work even better. That's the concept of firm underwriting. Okay, तो बस इतना ही है। अब हम तो ये मेन आपके ये है, और कोई वो नहीं है आपके, बस जर्नल एंट्रीज में कुछ नहीं है कि when commission is paid, okay, commission is lost to the company. So we are talking about books of the company, okay, not of the underwriters, books of the company, ठीक है। so commission को डेबिट करेंगे और जो अंडरराइटर है या ब्रोकर है उसको उसके अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करेंगे, ओके। एंड देन द अंडरराइटर विल बी डेबिटेड एंड यू कैन डू द पेमेंट। पेमेंट जो करते हैं कुछ पैसे में करते हैं, बैंक अकाउंट इज क्रेडिटेड, सम पेमेंट नॉर्मली इज मेड इन शेयर्स आल्सो, कुछ शेयर्स भी दे देते हैं, ओके, और कुछ डिवेंचर्स या कुछ दे देते हैं। सो पेमेंट हैपेंस इन अ मल्टी मोड, यानी कुछ 3-4 किस्म से पेमेंट किया जाता है, नॉट जस्ट कैश, ओके। so these are the only two main accounting entries. बाकी there are 1 or 2 which is which are general entries, okay, not particularly related with your underwriting, ठीक है। so चलिए, so that is it, other things we can see इसमें आपको, ठीक है। अभी हम बस that's it, so ये main points है before we go into the problems. Shivam, what you said, no, see, this is, I've corrected the table, but actually what was there, see this one up to 5 lakhs and more than 5 lakhs, okay, it was above in that table. Actually I had put this equity shares above, this one was above, okay, and after this one was put in middle, and then we had this, okay, that was the only difference. So this title is up to 5 lakhs and more than 5 lakhs should just come up, that's all, there's no other change, okay. So this is what it is. Yesterday what had happened is, this was like this. When I said no, this has to be corrected, it was like this. I'll show you. It was like this yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's what it is. The heading just came in middle actually while pasting. Okay, so that's all it is. So ये सारी चीजें हमने कल कवर किए हैं, तो आप लोग कल का लेक्चर देख लेंगे तो you will get a complete understanding of underwriting. It's a 1 hour 20 minutes lecture equivalent to 2 lectures, ठीक है। तो चलिए, so अब हम now we can go ahead with the problems. This is your first problem. This company issued 80,000 equity shares, ठीक है। कितना shares issue हुआ? 80,000 equity shares underwritten as, ठीक है। ये 3 अंडरराइटर्स ए बी सी, आपके 3 अंडरराइटर्स है, तीनों का शेयर दे दिया गया है, ओके ओके। तो 80,000 को आप ये तीनों को ऐड करेंगे तो ये टोटल इज 80,000। सो पूरा अंडरराइट कर दी इन लोगों ने, ओके। दिस 3 पीपल आर द अंडरराइटर्स, ठीक है। अब ये जो अंडरराइटर्स हैं, इन्होंने फर्म अंडरराइटिंग के लिए ये एप्लीकेशंस दी है ना, इतना फर्म अंडरराइटिंग, यानी इतना तो लेना ही है उनको, ओके। अंडर सब्सक्राइब हुआ तो भी लेना है, ओवर सब्सक्राइब हुआ तो भी लेना है। दिस इज फर्म अंडरराइटिंग। फर्म यानी उनको लेना ही है, उनका पर्सनल लायबिलिटी हो जाता है। आप कितना भी बिकाओ बात अलग है, बिकाना है वो बिकाएंगे आप, बट ये तो आपको लेना ही है। दिस मच यू हैव टू टेक एट एनी केस, दिस बिकम्स योर firm underwriting, okay, again remember always I'm saying firm is not partnership firm, but is firmly you are saying that I am taking it, that is that firm meaning, okay. total applications excluding firm underwriting, ठीक है, यानी जो फर्म जो उनको लेना है। अब नाउ वी आर बीइंग टोल्ड एप्लीकेशंस कितने मिले। सो अंडरराइटिंग में सो बेसिकली व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज, आपको अंडरराइटर की लायबिलिटी निकालना पड़ता है, ओके। इन अंडरराइटिंग व्हाट हैपेंस इज, so underwriters say I will take some shares, right, but the public submits some applications, right? So after that whatever is remaining, that underwriters have to take, correct? So underwriters have to take that, plus underwriters will get commission, isn't it? So the net of that, what the underwriters have to give to the company and what they have to take from the company, that is commission. Okay, that net is called your underwriter's liability. Okay, so sometimes the net can be towards the underwriter that he has to give. Sometimes it's also possible that the company will have to give. That's the settlement, right? So it can be either way. तो अंडरराइटर के प्रॉब्लम में बस बेसिकली हम करते क्या है, अंडरराइटर की लायबिलिटी निकालते हैं. ठीक है, तो कंपनी ये देखती है कि उसको अंडरराइटर को कितना देना है या उसको कितना लेना है. How much they have to give, how much they have to take. Okay, from the underwriter. So all entries, they are from the point of view of the company. Right? So total applications excluding firm underwriting, but including marked applications. ठीक है, 40,000 shares. यानी in 40,000 shares, they are including marked applications. Include यानी इसके अलावा और भी कुछ हो सकता है. क्या हो सकता है? Unmarked applications. That means this 40,000 has marked as well as unmarked applications, but it doesn't have this one. This firm underwriting shares are excluded. Okay, so तो हमको ये पता चल गया 40,000 is marked plus unmarked. Then underwriting problem, first thing is you have to see the what is called as gross liability. Okay, बहुत important term है in underwriting, it's called as gross liability. Gross liability वो है जो कि underwriters have agreed to take the shares, you know, the total shares जितना बिकवाने के लिए इन लोगों ने तैयार हुए हैं. Whatever the underwriters have agreed to get subscribed, okay, including firm or not firm, total whatever they have agreed to get subscribed, okay, that is called their gross liability. Okay, so for example, why gross liability is because if say even 1% didn't subscribe, then now A will have to get 48,000 equity shares subscribed. Okay, either he has to get some people or he has to take it himself. Right, so this is the gross liability. Okay, so in amount, how will you get the gross liability? You have to multiply this by shares amount. Okay, shares and premium. Okay, whatever market value is given of the shares. Okay, you just multiply it by this 48,000. You will get what is the amount they have to pay. As simple as that, right? Okay, so this is called as gross liability. Okay, अब जहां पे नीचे हमको दिया है marked applications are under. So marked applications are given. So this bear the stamp of the underwriter. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था, ये this is the application. ठीक है, so there are applications which have the stamp of the underwriter. Okay, so these are called as marked applications. There will be some other applications which has no stamp. Say this is another application. Okay, and it has no stamp. Let's show it in red. Okay, so this is called an unmarked application. So basically this marked application and unmarked, if you total all of them, you will get to know how many shares have been applied for. आपको क्या पता चलेगा? ये और ये आप ऐड करोगे, marked and unmarked ऐड करोगे, आपको क्या पता चलेगा? टोटल कितने शेयर्स पब्लिक ने एप्लीकेशन भेजी है, कितने शेयर्स के लिए. Okay, the shares which have been subscribed for by the public, that we will get. Okay, if you add this. So marked application we have got. Take it now. Here, if marked application is this, how much total is? 18,000 plus 4, 22,000, correct? And we know that marked plus unmarked total was 40,000. So deduct 22,000 from this, you will get unmarked applications. Okay. So now one thing here you have to always remember that your unmarked application. Okay. So now only thing the problem comes with unmarked applications is, so let me show it in red here. Okay, this is an unmarked application. Okay, say this is an unmarked application. So now the thing is, all these whatever applications have come, marked applications have come, these people do not have to take it up, right? So their liability reduces, correct? Now whatever unmarked application comes, okay, if there is only one underwriter, the credit of unmarked application is given fully to that underwriter. Okay, for example, in this case, you have got 22,000 marked applications and 18,000 unmarked applications. Okay, say instead of ABC, you would have had only one underwriter. Then what would have happened? From 80,000 equity shares, they would have got credit for this 22,000 also and this 12,000 also, and 40,000. So they only have to now subscribe for 40,000 shares. So in normal circumstances, what happens? The underwriter gets complete credit for unmarked also. But when there is a joint underwriting, which is the normal case, in underwriting you deal with big amount, ठीक है, बहुत बड़े amount के साथ deal करते हो, इसीलिए possible नहीं होता कि एक आदमी करे, तो joint ही रहते हैं. Okay, in general it is always a joint work, okay, to spread the risk. So इस केस में अब क्या होता है, अब जब सबके अलग अलग हैं, ठीक है, आपको अब आपके अनमैप्ड एप्लीकेशंस यहाँ कितने हैं? 18,000, correct? So now A will say give me maximum share, B will say give me maximum share, correct? Because whoever gets the maximum share of 18,000, their liability will reduce. No, you're getting the point. So that is the importance of how you will bifurcate the unmarked applications. So it is bifurcated always in the ratio of gross liability. So your ratio of gross liability is 48:20:12. ठीक है? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, okay, fine. So you understood this part, that your unmarked applications have to be divided in the ratio of gross liability. Okay. So basically your unmarked application here is 18,000. Okay. 18,000 है unmarked application. तो उसको हम कैसे करेंगे? Hello, yes.
In the ratio of the.
Yes, Shivam.
No, sir, I was giving the answer that the ratio of the shares undertaken by the underwriters.
Correct. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इसको मैं अगर यहाँ पे लिख के बताऊं, if I just show you here, ठीक है, so ratio क्या हो गया आपका? Ratio here will be
48:12:5:3.
20:12. If you want, you can reduce it further, or you can use it like this also, because you are going to use your calculators in your exams, right? इसलिए आप ऐसे भी रख सकते हैं इसको. So this इसका total कितना हो गया? 48 plus 12, 60. ये हो गया 80 हो गया total, right? Total is 80. So you can further reduce it also if you want, but जैसे हम लोग तो calculator use करने वाले हैं, so reducing further will take more time. So just keep it like that. एक lower, just keep it to one lower amount, okay, from where you can calculate. So now first, total shares here is how much? Unmarked applications. Okay, your unmarked applications is basically 18,000. Okay, 18,000. So how you will divide is into 48/80. कितना आता है? How much do you get?
10,800.
10,800. Okay, this is the first one. Similarly, you will do for the other two. It will be into 20/80. In third one will be into 12/80. Okay, this is how we will divide it. Okay, so चलिए अभी हम ये देखते हैं. Let's solve the problem now. तो इसमें solving में कुछ नहीं है. Okay, in this you have everything ready in here. Underwriting is a problem of arrangement actually, not of solving as such. Okay. अच्छा, now underwriting contracts, the last एक sentence दिया है अभी पर. Let's see. The underwriting contracts provide that underwriters be given credit for firm and applications. ठीक है. In any case उनको firm का तो credit मिलेगा ही. Okay. And credit for unmarked applications be given in proportion to the shares underwritten. Proportion to shares underwritten means gross liability. ठीक है, ग्रॉस लायबिलिटी इज व्हाट दे आर अंडर राइटिंग, राइट, वही बात होगी। तो ये नहीं भी दिया रहता तो आप इन एनी वे यू वुड हैव डन द सेम थिंग, ठीक है, ये पॉइंट नहीं भी दिया होता तो so even if this is not given you would still do the same. You are required to show the allocation of liability. Okay, workings will be considered part of your answer. So now we'll solve the problem. Okay, as I said, actual solving will not take too much of time in this as it is an arrangement more than solving. Okay, so now first thing is, now these are your A, B, C, these three underwriters. Okay, just write the heading and all, statement showing liability of underwriters. Okay, this is just a statement, not an account. Okay, first write here gross liability. It will be the number of shares. Okay, based on all calculations will be based on number of shares. Okay, and unmarked application. Second is your, so this is your gross liability. Now what we are determining, हम कर क्या रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि इतना shares उनको लेना है if no one subscribes to any shares. Okay, they have to take this shares if no one subscribes. But we have got marked applications. We have got unmarked applications. Correct. We have divided unmarked applications also. So they will get all credit. So we are finding out after giving all credits how much. Okay, how much they finally have to take. That's what we are finding out. So now we'll just go on deducting now. ठीक है, अब हम deductions करेंगे. So आपके unmarked applications. Okay, this was 10,800. You had told me, right, Shivam? Similarly, these two also, if you find out, it will be 4,500 and 2,400. ठीक है, इस स्टेप में any doubt, anyone? किसी को कोई डाउट है कि कैसे निकला? तो इसमें बेसिकली हमारे पास 18,000 we had unmarked applications. Okay, and this ratio we had, we just multiplied 18,000 by 48 upon total of this, which was 80. Into 48 upon 80, you got 10,800. Similarly, 18,000 into 20 upon 80, we got this. Okay, 20 upon 80 is 1/4. So just see, 1/4 of 18,000 is 4,500. Correct? इस तरह से हमने ये किए. So just first write unmarked applications. You can also write marked applications first. It's not a problem. ठीक है? Which one you write first? Order का उतना कुछ नहीं है. So here we have started with unmarked applications. So now gross liability थी A की 48,000. Now unmarked इतने applications आ गए उसके तरफ से जो हमने उसका मान लिए. So now this minus this is इसकी liability अभी इस stage में इतनी रह गई. Similarly for these two, their liabilities now are only as shown by this red line. This is their liability. Okay, add these three, you will get this. Now after this, in next step, what you will do? Deduct the marked applications. Okay. Deduct the marked applications from the same amount. Okay. Once you do this, deduct this, then again you will have second balance. Correct. We'll get another balance here. Now these are the shares which they will have to take, excluding firm underwriting. ठीक है, अब firm underwriting तो उनको करना ही करना है. Correct. Now if you see this person, the middle one, B, okay, he has to do a firm underwriting of 8,000. Okay, and right now his liability is 5,500. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि अब उसको तो लेना ही है, यानी कुछ एप्लीकेशंस को उसको रिजेक्ट करके he will have to take 8,000. Correct. यानी his net, you can just say, अब इसका net आ गया -2,500. इसका मतलब ये है -2,500 का he will have to reject -2,500 either from marked or unmarked applications, and he will have to take, so that just to fit in his 8,000 shares. तो ये तो simple है. Okay, this point is not E. अब now these 2,500 shares have become extra. ठीक है, और इन दोनों के पास liability है. So now these 2,500 shares, इसको ऐसा माना जाता है कि अब ये कंपनी के अनमार्क्ड एप्लीकेशंस बन गए. ठीक है, अब इसको थर्ड वाले इसको फॉर द थर्ड पर्सन, फॉर द सेकंड पर्सन बी, ओके, ही हैज एन एक्सेस एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ 2,500 जो उसके नाम से मार्क्ड अनमार्क्ड फर्म जो मिले Over this, he has got 2,500 applications which he doesn't need. Okay. Now, but these two are in deficit. So this will be is taken as if these are becoming unmarked applications of the company. तब ये 2,500 का आप इसको और इसको डिवाइड करोगे. Okay, how you will divide it? आपका क्या ये था जो ओवरऑल रेशियो है, just use the same ratio. अभी now B का तो हो गया, right? Now B doesn't need anything. So A and C is how much? 48. This is 12. So it will be 48 plus 12 is 60. So A's share will be 48 upon 60. B's shares will be 12 upon 60. Understood? ठीक है, तो इस तरह से हम किसको डिवाइड कर रहे हैं? We are dividing 2,500. So just do this. Take 2,500. ठीक है, ये तो ऐसे इसको लिखा गया है बताने के लिए कि ऐसा स्प्लिट कर रहे हैं. ओके, एंड हियर जस्ट डू 2,500 into 48 upon 60. See if you are getting 2,000. ये कुछ नहीं कर रहे, हम 2,500 को डिवाइड कर रहे हैं दोनों में. Again, whenever you divide, use the gross liability. If one person is out of picture now, take him out. Just keep the other two. जो बाकी है उसको रख के get the gross liability. So this will become 2,000 and this will become 500. 2,500 into 12 by 60. ठीक है, तो अब क्या होगा, इसको ज्यादा हो गया इसलिए इन दोनों को फायदा हो गया थोड़ा. अभी इनका जो liability would have been 22,800. Now he gets an extra credit of 2,000. So इसका net liability is now 2,800. Similarly इसका is 2,400. ठीक है, ऐसा करने से आपको क्या मिला? You've got the net liability of all. ठीक है, अब आपने यू हैड डिडक्टेड फर्म अंडर रेटिंग यहाँ पे. ठीक है, ये क्यों डिडक्ट किए कि आपको जो रेसिडुअल लायबिलिटी है, नेट लायबिलिटी मिले, इसके लिए आपने इसको निकाले थे. बट फाइनली जब इनकी जो लायबिलिटी रहेगी, ये तो रहेगी प्लस उनको नेट लायबिलिटी फर्म अंडर रेटिंग दे हैव टू गिव इन केस, राइट? सो फर्म अंडर रेटिंग फिर इसके नीचे आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. ओके, देन यू विल गेट योर टोटल अंडर रेटिंग लायबिलिटी व्हिच इज 2,800 plus 8,600 and it will be this one. ठीक है, ओके, so I'll just repeat it. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किए हैं. ओके, फर्स्ट थिंग इज यू आर जस्ट फाइंडिंग आउट कि उनका नेट लायबिलिटी एक्सक्लूड मार्क्ड एप्लीकेशन, अनमार्क्ड एप्लीकेशन, फर्म अंडर रेटिंग, ये सब के अलावा कितना लेना है वो हम निकाल रहे हैं. दैट यू हैव गॉट हियर. ठीक है, दिस इज द liability exclusive of everything. Now as per the contract they have to take firm underwriting also. इसके लिए इसके नीचे इसको फिर से लिखना पड़ेगा. You have to add this to this again. पहले जो हम निकाल रहे थे रेसिडुअल फिगर निकालने के लिए. Okay, that's why we had deducted firm underwriting. Now we are adding it again because it is their liability. You have to show it again. ठीक है, firm underwriting आप नहीं निकालते, अगर ये माइनस आप नहीं करते यहाँ पे, so you would not have got this 2,500 extra. ठीक है, तभी आप इस पे यहाँ और यहाँ आपने डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, राइट? ओनली देन you were able to divide it here and here, correct? So this now becomes the gross liability. This now becomes the total liability of the underwriter. ठीक है, these three. If you add these three, इसको आंसर भी if you want to tally, what you will do is, the total liability ये तीनों का total is like 40,000, right? And 40,000, earlier we know that 40,000 was the marked and unmarked applications, right? 40,000 total मिला था, and total shares were 80. So 80 minus 40, 40,000 is what the underwriters had to take, correct? और वो 40,000 का हिसाब हमने बता दिया. A will take, now we have told them A will take this much, B will take this much, C will take this. ठीक है, तो यहाँ निकाल ये रहे हैं बेसिकली कि किसकी लायबिलिटी कितनी रहेगी इन टर्म्स ऑफ मेनी अंडरराइटर्स. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर डूइंग एक्चुअली इन अंडरराइटिंग. ठीक है, सो देयर इज एन अल्टरनेटिव सॉल्यूशन. इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, इट इज सेम एज वन. इसमें बस आपका फर्म अंडरराइटिंग को ऊपर ला लिया गया है. ओके, हियर आल्सो द सेम थ्री थिंग्स हैव बीन डिवाइडेड. तो आप कोई किसी भी ऑर्डर से डिवाइड करो, फर्म को यहाँ ऊपर ला लिया गया है, देन मार्क्ड, ओके, एंड लास्ट में अनमार्क्ड रखा गया. बट इन द एंड आप डिवाइड तो सेम ही चीजों को, माइनस सेम ही अमाउंट्स को कर रहे हैं ना. सो यू विल इन द एंड इफ यू सी द टोटल लायबिलिटी विल ऑल बी द सेम. देयर विल बी नो डिफरेंस इन योर आंसर. ठीक है, इसमें बस ऑर्डर थोड़ा अलग किया गया. Okay, that's all. Otherwise, there is nothing, no change in any line item here. Okay. So, bus, this is all is your, this is your first problem. Okay. हम एक काम करते हैं. Now we will be doing 2 more problems. They are little bigger, so we'll need the next lecture fully for that. Okay. उसके बाद then I'll after next 2 problems there are another 2 problems जो सिर्फ मैं आपको पढ़ के बताऊंगा, because it is totally based on these problems. एकदम same चीज है with different figures. So this is how we'll complete 5 examples. Okay. 3 will be pending. ठीक है. 3 मैं अभी के लिए रख दूंगा. That we will be doing later along with revisions. ठीक है. So I'll just make a note here. यहीं लिख देंगे हम कि these 3 are pending and then we will pick it up later. ठीक है. और so today is going to be the last lecture. अभी we have got 3 minutes. मैं आपको I just want to share with you something. Okay. Today will be the last lecture of CAP shares and debentures. Okay. So we will not be starting debentures now. Debentures for totally you need about 10 lectures, which is about 5 days. Okay. So in future, whenever I get time, I'll just arrange for that week where I'll put those 5 days, your 10 lectures of debentures, and we'll complete it. Let's say in about a month. Okay. So as of now, we are not starting with debentures. Okay. That we will do later on. So this slot of your CAAP as of now is closed. Okay. 1 minute. ठीक है. आप लोग समझ रहे हैं ना कि मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. बेसिकली योर CAAP was slotted here. अब सब कुछ हो चुका है ना. Today underwriting will be over. Only thing remaining will be your debentures. Debentures will be the only thing remaining, right? For debentures we need 10 lectures, that is 5 days. What I'll do is now I'm taking off this slot because I want to use it for other things. Okay. So after a month, okay, 1 month you won't have debentures. Okay, Jafar sir will start with other part of CAP and all that. Okay. So after a month, I'll let you know, and we will schedule any 1 week, 5 days continuously. Okay, 2 lectures, and we'll finish off debentures. Okay. So this is the plan as of now. और यहाँ पे जो आपका ये है, right now morning 11 AM to 2:20 PM. This is your CMA Group 2. CMA of Group 2. That is what we're doing here. Okay. So because this time is not suitable for most, I'm getting very poor attendance. So this will be moved here now. ठीक है. तो ये जो है अभी कल जो है सुबह नहीं होगा आपका CMA Group 2. It will happen here at 7 to 8:20. This is basically getting moved here now. Okay. This is what is going to happen. So I'll announce this later on. And auditing Wednesday is going off. Okay. And you will have Thursday and Friday, but you will have 2 sessions. ठीक है. ये भी मैं आपको बाद में announce कर दूंगा. Right. So you can join me back at 7:50 now. 7:50. ठीक है. Same link.